And hype in the building here. It's round 2, SetToDestroyX versus Saffron Rice in a best of 5. Starting out on tower control at Muscle Forge Fitness. Let's see how these teams have allocated themselves today.
Those whoops are the weirdest war call, the weirdest war cry I've ever heard. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, going. I think I see the range blaster coming out. No, just a normal blaster coming out from Wit. Of course, dude. Wit's normal blaster was on fire today. But what's interesting is the double rapid blaster coming out from one on each team. Of course, we see the Brella and the Splatling coming out from Saffron Rice, and it looks like SetToDestroyX has taken the immediate hold of the point, but not without the nerd coming in, taking out 2. It's a 3-down situation, and already looking like an excellent start to this game, although Wit, way over there, is maybe going to be trying to make something happen.
Yeah, so what happened here is that SetToDestroyX opted for a double NZAP comp, and what that means is they were relying on both of them to build up that ink armor to give them that survivability. Saffron Rice was able to take them out before they could build up those ink armors, so it was devastating for them because they lost all of the movement on those specials. That sent them back to spawn, and it gave Saffron Rice a great opportunity to move forward. 68, not an entirely powerful push, but it is a great start for the first minute of the game.
They got past the first checkpoint.
Yes.
Which is so checkpoints are always crucial. If you can get past them, you're making some good progress. And right now, against SetToDestroyX, they're making a good name for themselves. Again, don't forget, this is a pickup team who formed days ago, or a day ago, or, you know, whenever they first
or a dia ago.
Or a dia ago. But Hexen right now coming in from the side, fresh off the bench, here ready to play. And right now, they're looking to get their first couple points here as Power does manage to get something started.
And now we see the comp that SetToDestroyX
Wow!
was intending to run, but a great direct there by Kazuki is going to come away with the kill.
Such a great
now
trap.
flanking around to try and get Power, who's just littering the field with those splat bombs thanks to the splat bomb launcher. Great direct there on the Kazuki, and that's going to take away the regular hero blaster away from them as Power gets on the tower. Again, you want those long-range weapons on the tower as SetToDestroyX tries to reclaim some sort of lead here. The blaster has that splash down at the ready, and was going to try and get in there and use it. They're able to survive, but for how long? They're going to get melted by the Stingray, and Kazuki is also getting heavy fire, and they'll get melted. It's a 3v2 situation here for SetToDestroyX, so they should be able to continue.
So what I just saw right there, I've seen Wit dominate the enemy spawn for so long in other sets, but now he was snuffed out immediately. Wait a minute, they do manage to take the lead. All right, still though, this is not much of a lead. It's 68 to 65 right now, and even then it might get stopped a little bit early. The ink armor is out, and there's no one really around on Saffron Rice to stop this. They are going to probably get the second checkpoint, and the next question on my mind is, will they get the third?
Look at how far up Hexen and Kiver are. Kiver getting a fantastic kill, essentially spawn camping the members of Saffron Rice as Kiver finally decides to get back, although that puts him within the optimal range of the range blaster and the regular blaster. The range blaster going to take him out as Kazuki gets away with the kill. Going to be trying to tap shot Power, but Power got the first shot and thereby had the advantage. 17 is the new number to beat as Power is going to keep that push going and get them past that final checkpoint. They're getting so close to the end, but Power has to dodge that suction bomb. Phlox is going to fall. It's only 4 points remaining. The Stingray is going to keep Power off the tower, or maybe not. That's going to do it. SetToDestroyX, after some early game jitters, will be taking game 1 with their fantastic double NZAP comp.
What an excellent push, because that was one solid push. They took a while, it took a little bit to get going, but like, you know, like a revved up engine, man. Once they got going, they really kept on rolling. And that's exactly what they were aiming for this entire time.
Interestingly enough, Saffron Rice showing a bit more signs of life than SetToDestroyX. SetToDestroyX very confident, very calm, collected. They just want to play the game and play what they know best. And I feel like Saffron Rice plays with a little bit more emotion, plays with a little bit more heart. They're kind of joking with themselves, even with a loss under their belt now. But there's still plenty of game left here, plenty of set left as we move on now to game number 2. I'm so excited to see how Saffron Rice can come back because they've rarely been in this position before. So as we move on now to Rainmaker on Starfish main stage, again, with Rainmaker, you control the pace of play. So that gives your team opportunities for success, but you can also royally screw your team if you grab the Rainmaker and push too far forward because you want to get the lead.
Oh, excuse me. Overextension is probably one of the biggest faults of Rainmaker. You got to be patient, you got to be calm, you got to keep it going. That comes to life really on Starfish main stage. You got to get it past the big like jumps in the area. Like if you can push it up in the top left, there's still a lot of contesting to be going on there. If we see those range blasters coming out, or the range blasters, the rapid blasters coming out again, there's a lot of pressure that can be put out from those kinds of weapons in that kind of a situation. So we're going to have to see what routing all the players take here.
I'm not expecting too big of a loadout change really from either of these teams. I think SetToDestroyX has been confident with what they've been running for a long time here. Kiver was doing very well on that weapon, so I don't think they'll stay or they'll switch to anything different. They've been going for those lower range shooters for quite a while. Saffron Rice with a little bit more potential to change things up here. Phlox has mainly been running that Brella, and that should be good even for Rainmaker, just because it gives them that middle of the map advantage, because in a map like this one, controlling mid is so crucial. Pushes are made or broken based on how much map control you have in mid. And you can see the grading there. It's a very obvious flank, but it's one you constantly have to be looking out for.
We've seen that so much today. That has been the history of this stage so far. But let us see what we got rocking today. A little bit of booyah is coming out from our team here. As it looks like everyone but the Tri-Slosher from SetToDX is going the same way. No, actually, no, never mind. Wit does make it along with the rest of the team going the same way as his friends right here at the end of the day. Kazuki, oh, never mind. Kiver immediately being taken out by Dia. Oh, we didn't talk about this. Dia is going to be Dia dominate, because as long as he can hold that higher ground, he will be able to just keep the pressure on this entire time. Kazuki trying to find the kill in the bucket, but does not manage to do it. But Dia again, the last resort, the trap card, going to be trying to take out the people who lie in their wake, but that bomb rush is going to take their life.
Caught between a bomb and a cliff's edge here as Kiver is trying to continue to build up that ink armor, but they're having to contend with an ink armor of Saffron Rice's as they look for a pick here. The Toxic Mist also coming out as the Ink Storm joins the middle of the field. Map control still pretty evenly split as Kiver is so close to the ink armor, and it's going to be shared between two of his teammates. Kazuki gets melted down, and now Phlox looks to be the next victim, trying to stay alive with that shield, but Kiver melting it down just the same. That's going to be another kill for Kiver, who can't find the final shots onto that Nerdist. Hexen looks for the revenge kill. Another teammate going to clean that up, and that is a 3-down situation, so SetToDestroy should be able to make a good push here.
Is there an objective in this map? I can't tell, because this is really a TDM, team deathmatch right now. Seriously, the players are just focusing on each other right now, which is a great way to start off a game like this. Secure the lead, don't rush it, we talked about this before, and play it as well as you can. Look at Phlox like an eagle, waiting to jump down right there, trying to get some kills, but notice by the blaster right there, which is going to be a hard matchup for Phlox to deal with. Now back-to-back with Dia. Dia trying to make something happen right over here. As the Rainmaker travels from below, they are the only two left alive, and they're struggling for a lead, but no, wow, Power does manage to get the kill right there, and that is going to be the end of their push, cutting it a little bit too short.
Yeah, Power and the Rainmaker just sort of squid-bagging a little bit. They were just kind of caught between like, oh, I can't kill you, but you can't kill me. One of us is going to die eventually. A nice extension of the lead here for SetToDestroyX as they continue to try and push up this wall on the left-hand side. Datner dueling with the Tri-Slosher there, but Penguin's going to get that kill. Nice job there as they back up, and that's a 3-down situation on the Saffron Rice. The Rainmaker helping to blaze the path. I believe I can fly. The jump is made, and Power will dunk it onto the pedestal. Another win there for SetToDestroyX.
That is Rainmaker, though. That is Rainmaker. They found the opening. They got it going. There was nothing to contest them because their own players are already so far up in the enemy's spawn. They were preventing them from even seeing the Rainmaker, let alone shooting or contesting it. What great offensive coordination and play from SetToDestroyX with this early 2-0 lead.
Yet again opting for a double ink armor composition, this time trading out one of their end zaps for a Tri-Slosher. It worked out very well for them though, as both the Tri-Slosher and the end zap were able to build up 2 ink armors each in that shorter game. Kiver coming away with a 9KA there, the Tri-Slosher paying it with 6, so a nice performance there as we move now to game number 3, which could be the game where SetToDestroyX sweeps the previously undefeated Saffron Rice and moves them down to the losers bracket. We will be going over to Splat Zones on Inkblot Art Academy. A pretty interesting map mode combination because somebody like Dia can have a major impact here. There are a couple of walls, you can see them in the image there, where they can protect their body, fire down onto the zone, and stay relatively safe unless the flanker is able to get up there.
I feel like Splatling is almost underrated. I mean, it's loved. It's beloved by a lot of members of the community, but honestly, it can hold an area so well, and it can stop people who get close. A variant of it has the bubbles. The variant has the Stingray.
Yes.
I mean, it's definitely not super underrated, but my goodness, I wish I saw a little bit more of it. But here we go. We're going to be seeing Dia rock this. It looks like actually good old Alpha team right up there. It's taking a little bit of time to format their strategy, format their picks, maybe going for something like a counter pick, hoping to counter the weapons that SetToDestroyX has been presenting so far. But it looks like everyone is pretty much ready. Kiver, the last one to ready up right now, and then we're going to be getting into this next game.
At this point, I feel like it's more important to go with what you know. If you try some sort of crazy strategy that could combat the enemy team, it's going to be something that you haven't practiced nearly as often, and so you're going to trip up naturally because of that. And I don't think you can afford to make any mistakes against a team like SetToDestroyX because of how much practice they get and how much muscle memory they've built up. Their aim is solid, their strategies are consistent, and so I think they just need to stick to the game that they know, which includes, you know, having that one long-range member, having Phlox to sort of be that shield for their team, almost Reinhardt-esque as you like to bring up, and then having the other two members sort of be that closer range challenge to somebody like Kiver. And I think I just saw a Hydra Splatling, something I have not seen all tournament, and it's something that was very, very fun in Splatoon 1. Has not seen nearly the play it saw in Splatoon 1, but everybody was clamoring for it to come back. I'm ecstatic to see how it's going to do here.
A Hydra Splatling. Well, that's definitely the one to keep our eye on right now. Maybe they think just because of the extra range, they might be able to get some picks in. Look at that! The pressure that they were able to, like, put out right there against anyone that was on that little top platform there is really good, as it looks like they will start this game off by claiming the map. There's a lot of pressure coming out from SetToDestroyX, but it's all being sort of funneled back by the pressure, the counter pressure that is Saffron right now.
Really nice job by Phlox to detonate those bubbles early. That's a 3-down situation for SetToDestroyX, and that gives somebody like Dia the opportunity to shine. The thing with the Hydra is you have to be fully charged in order for it to be a nice 3-shot kill. So you have to be constantly protected by your team while you're building up that charge. And once it's there, then you can mow down the enemy team. In this case, SetToDestroyX. They've already passed the halfway mark now, and this splashdown for Dia is at the ready. Kazuki getting closer and closer to that bomb rush as a contingency plan. Right now, the only person with the special is Dia with the splashdown. It gets baited out, so no kills there. They're not able to retreat, and that's going to be 2 members down. Peng is going to be helping to lock down the zone, and that'll be the first picks going out to SetToDestroyX.
But that was still a fantastic hold for a little bit. 36 is nothing to laugh at. That being said, SetToDestroyX only has to hold that for 40 seconds, and so far it's a 2-down situation for Saffron Rice. Only a couple more chances to really shake them up and grab a hold of it before things happen. And because they have now lost the lead, lost the hold, Dia is going to have a lot harder of a time to set up again, because this is a Splatling that takes a while to get going, but once it gets going, it sort of gets, you know, the job done.
They do have the ink armor at the ready as well as the splashdown, and you can see how much damage Dia was outputting there, but we now shift over to Kiver, who's getting closer and closer to building up that ink armor as well. Big lead gain there for SetToDestroyX as Kiver's trying to cape anyone from coming down, but it looks like they've gone down the left-hand side where that tarped ramp is. Hexen throwing the bubbles their way, but nobody falling just yet. Datnerd hanging out on the zone, and nobody really opting to contest him yet. A couple of people over there by that tree, and it looks like Hexen's going to be able to come away with 1 kill there on a Phlox. The bombs are flying though. Is this a 2v2? 3 down on the side of SetToDestroyX, and that will give it back to Saffron Rice, but they do have this penalty to contend with, so it'll be a little bit more of a patience game. Can they lock down mid and build up their specials once again?
And the audience cheers at the sight of hope right now, because really, that looked like it was getting shut down. It looked like SetToDestroyX knew exactly what was happening right there. They were getting the kills that they needed. They knew where the push was happening from. But no, great counterplay coming out from Saffron Rice, securing that. But right now, SetToDestroyX not afraid to give this up right now. Splashdown coming out, and wow, all these kills will secure the point for them again, and now they are taking the higher route. Wait, stopping anyone from running away. Saying, no, you want to live. I do not think that's going to be happening.
2 huge kills by Penga to start that one. The second one was to keep them alive, but the first one was on Phlox, and Phlox had that Inkstorm at the ready. They have it now again, and again, a director by Penguin who was ready for him. Looking for the double kill there, but it'll be assisted there, I believe, by Power. Looking for a direct there, but they're not going to find it. Only 1 member remaining alive, though, for Saffron Rice, and it will be the Rapid Blaster. Hexen backed into a corner, but still able to get the trade onto Kazuki, and this is a bad situation for Saffron Rice. They need the firepower more so than they need the trades. Phlox able to help cap the zone, and they do have an Inkstorm at the ready, but they can't really afford to let this one go for too long.
They can't let Wait keep doing this. Oh my god, so much toxic waste. This is insane.
That noise just triggering over and over again.
Oh my goodness. But no, they can't let Wick keep getting away with it. As long as he is in their spawn, that is just more time that they are not out there on the point. The bubblers are going to be coming out in the splat bombs. What a combination of specials. You cannot fight that. It is a complete wipe. Those duos of specials have wiped out the enemy team. team completely, and now they are back with their indomitable hold.
SetToDestroyX not showing any mercy here, pushing forward as far as they can to keep Saffron Rice from getting anywhere to the zone as we're now under a minute left in the game. Big kill there on the Power, though, as they're looking for a double, and Penguin is getting double teamed and will fall.
That's big.
3 down on the side
big.
of Saffron Rice, but also for the side of SetToDestroyX. Big Inkstrom coming out for Flox, who's going to try and get this pick and will do so on the Kimmer.
No!
Flox into a suction bomb.
10
How
million
devastating.
IQ.
Power taking a lot of damage here from that Inkstrom, has to back off. They're now working through that penalty, and Kazuki needs to stay alive in order to build up that Splat Bombers, but they fall. Big kill there by Penguin as they look to get another one, but Flox will take them out. They build up that Inkstrom so quickly that Flox also is so crucial in staying alive, but now the penalty's gone. They have about 20 points left to get. Will they be able to do it?
This is not impossible. This is by no means not impossible. But here comes the Splat Bomb Rush. Oh, it's going to be so tough to hold. But Kazuki staying strong. Getting a kill. They go down as well. But 10 seconds left to go.
Full wipe. They're going to be able to do this.
Oh my gosh, the pop-offs. But you can't go just yet.
The big lead change. And that will do it.
That is
Saffron Rice able to take a game off SetToDestroyX. A huge comeback. And this could be the start of a big reverse sweep.
The hope is not gone. There's still a glimmer in their eyes. And there's still a splat on their field. Because, oh my god, look at them pop off. But it's not over. It's not over by any means possible. This is just the first step of many. They have to do that 2 more times in order to win.
Kazuki on that Rapid Blaster. 17 KA and 5 Splat Bomb launchers detonated. So huge presence, not only offensively, but on the objective as well. Flox also with those Inkstorms, it's such a nice thing to have because it runs for the course of about 10 or 15 seconds. So you have constant pressure on the zone. And if somebody like SetToDestroyX can't get out of their spawn, then that's going to allow for Saffron Rice to build up those specials over and over again, because almost all of them, with the exception of Dia Splashdown, really cater to a mode like Splat Zones. But as we move now to Clam Blitz on Snapper Canal, I will be thrilled to see what weapons they decide to go with, because we saw a bit of changes from both sides, and I think there's really a lot of flexibility, and that really can be the mark of a great player, is can they flex over, depending on the map and mode combination, to something and still play it at a very high competitive level.
The face when the Hydra works. The Hydra works and it holds. I think that was also due to that splashdown. I like that idea. Splat zones, splashdown. Might as well try and throw it out if you can, honestly. It was able to hold the zone well. Until they got back in it, it was just so hard for them to actually make it happen. There's just so many gears needed to turn for something like this to occur. But now, Clam Blitz, Snapper Canal, this is a map that, oh my gosh, you got to be so good at keeping your defense up, because one ink rail line ride, and that's already just a point dunk. You got to be constantly aware of the situation. But even then, Dia with the Splatling, not sure if it with the Hydra, but with the Splatling, will be able to guard so much of their own area. It's key. It's quintessential for their victory here today.
Would not be shocked at all to see the return of the Bubble Blower here, because it's Clam Blitz, an otherwise huge map where you mainly focus on the center portion of it, is going to turn into needing to focus on every single portion of this map, because you have to journey so far to get over to where you can break that barrier. But it's going to be thrilling to see whether Saffron Rice can take Game 4 and force a Game 5, or if SetToDestroyX can secure their place in the next round of the winner's bracket.
And stop this push, because all of a sudden it's a 5-0. All their friends have been taken out. They're the last stand. If they can do it, that stops the push. That's being said, they still have the losers bracket to make something happen. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. The Booyahs come out, and so do the players. And hey, so do the Bubbles. You brought it out, you brought it up, and now they are the ones bringing it out. That interesting Splatling going to be useful for bubble pressure. I want to see what they do with that.
Not surprising at all. We also see Hexen on the Splat Roller. That can cancel out somebody that has their special at the ready with that one hit kill potential. Power trying to get it direct on the Flox, but they have that shield at the ready. Now with the Rapid Blaster not being that great of a painting weapon, they're kind of in a bad situation. Meanwhile, Penguin on the Tri-Slosher trying to make good use of this Ink Armor here. It's going to get taken away by the Inkstorm. They will fall. Flox will go down. And this is going to be a bloodbath here, as it's now 2v2. Dia has that Bubble Blower at the ready, and they're almost up to a full Power Clam. They're going to pop it just to make sure they have the map control to keep going. The Power Clam is at the ready, but the Bomb Rush coming out from the Rapid. They have to make sure they don't overextend too far. Dia's trying to melt anyone that comes too close, and Power does, and they will get taken out, but they move too far too soon, and they will indeed fall.
Dude, that Bomb Rush was so necessary.
But they're able to pop the barrier anyway. Kazuki with the last-ditch effort will give Saffron Rice a brief lead.
But that's not all. That's not all. Look right here. It's insane. Now just clamoring for these clams. 6 right there. We have 10 on the side of SetToDestroyX and 0 on the side of Saffron Rice. The plays coming out from both of these teams are just unexplainable. They're really something to behold. Wit, though, on the top there, only to be taken out by Flox, who is now going to claim the high ground and jumping in from behind. An interesting idea, trying to coordinate something with their team and get something going. They have no power clam, but they certainly have the guts to do something like this, as they are coming from behind and distracting people. Their own, the barrier has been broken, and it looks like the points are just raining in from a full wipe.
Yeah, that was a full wipe, but basically, Flox kept multiple members of SetToDestroyX distracted while DatNerd emptied all of the clams that they had into that barrier, and now the barrier is going to come back up. D is going to try and melt down Kiver and succeeds in that endeavor. Now he's going to get a double kill on Empowered. It's going to end up with a triple kill, a trade in the form of a triple onto Wit there, Pangit, and now that's going to be a full wipe forced onto SetToDestroyX. Kazuki can start to push forward. They already get an indirect there with their Rapid Blaster, trying to get another kill there onto Hexa, but they will go around to the left-hand side. Another tap shot there as Power's looking for some. Almost up to that Splat Bomb Rush, and they will have it now for whenever they want to use it. They're also going to back off Kivers. They might look to advance further and pull off a flank, and they will. Kiver takes an indirect, but will back up. He almost has that Ink Armor at the ready, but now the Splat Bomb Rush is coming out in full force. 26 clams are at the ready here for Saffron Rice. All they need to do is blaze a path to get there.
Oh no, oh no. That Splat Bomb Rush though, that was such a good idea from the back. It paints everything. It paints their entire zone, which just lets the rest of Saffron Rice get in there and get some points. They've removed a bit of their bonus time, and they will get it back in about a second here. But otherwise, what a great little push right there. Still 15 clams to go. However, if you look at the top there, there's still 15 clams from SetToDestroy right now. And that power clam is sitting there all intimidating, like trying to find it. Right now, both teams are feeling each other out, trying to find their best in possible.
One power clam for each team so far. Dio holding it for Saffron Rice, and it's being held way in the back there for SetToDestroyX. DatNerd just trying to hold on, build up another Ink Armor here. They're desperately trying to get enough ink for it, but it looks like they'll be pressured soon by the likes of Kiver. That's going to be a fantastic 1v1 to witness if we can see it. The Power Armor is going to come out as well, and that's going to be a huge presence here as Saffron Rice looks to stay alive. Dia has to push forward, but they have plenty of map control to do it. They're going to get a tap shot there onto the roller, but they're going to back off instead. Under a minute and a half left to go, and it's going to be a big kill there on the Flox by Hexen. 3 down onto Saffron Rice, and now SetToDestroyX is now getting the full wipe onto Saffron Rice, and now here come the clams, and that's going to be a huge lead, all in a matter of seconds.
And not only is that a lead, but that's a lead that will require multiple power clams in order to take back. And right now, with 1 minute left, they might not be able to do it, but there's only one player left alive from SetToDestroy who's sitting to the side, but the power clam comes out. But that's not enough.
There's nobody there to help out. Flox is the closest one. Dia has another power clam at the ready, but Flox is going to fall. Now multiple members attacking Dia, and Dia will fall too. 3 down situation onto Sapphire Rice as we have just done about 45 seconds left to go. Maybe time for one more push, but it's going to be tricky.
They have 8 clams. They need a lot more than that, though. In order to make this happen, not only do they need 1 clam, 1 power clam, but they need a lot more to happen. But in comes SetToDestroyX. Not even going to give them that chance, snuffing them out right at the source. But right now, it looks like no! The power clam will not come in, but the first one does, and that opens up the points right there. It looks like most of them have been taken out. The points still have a chance. Saffron Rice still has a chance. It's definitely not over, but it's going to be really tough for it to happen. They will have that bonus power clam dropped by the actual goal itself, but they've really got to make it ride in order to do something with it. They're making something happen right here though. This push is real. Hands up in the chat.
Oh, they have it. They need to pick it back up again. DatNerd's going to pick it up. He's so close to the Ink Armor, but he can't pop it yet. That's 3 down on the side of SetToDestroyX. DatNerd waiting for the opportunity. He's going to jump to Flox.
Wait a minute.
Can he dunk it? He throws it in, and that's the lead. Huge win. Saffron Rice will take this one to a game 5.
All right, I can't. My head, Zach, hold me. Hold me.
We're not done yet. Game 5 on the horizon as a last-ditch jump to a teammate. Flox holding it down as the Super Clam will get detonated. The lead taken back here for Saffron Rice, and SetToDestroyX looks to be holding on to what could be a potential reverse sweep here by Saffron Rice.
It's time to jump up in the air, man, because, I think they really care. They want this. You can tell how much this means to them. This is a team that got tweeted out by Nintendo for their 5-0 run in pools. Here they are against SetToDestroy, one of the top-ranked teams right here. They're saying, look, this wasn't a day 1 fluke. This is a day 2 confident victory. We are sure of ourselves. This is our grit. This is our tenacity. Hear us roar. The jumping jacks are coming out because they are ready to pop off.
It's a tough position for SetToDestroyX. The crowd seems to be in favor of Saffron Rice because everyone loves an upset, especially from a pickup team. But they really are looking to stay calm and confident here and stick to the play that they know. We will be moving on to Rainmaker on Mansa Maria, which should be a very fun map mode combination. Again, with Rainmaker, it can be so hectic, even on a very linear, straightforward, but big map relatively, like Mansa Maria. You constantly have to be looking over your shoulder. I think things like the heavy splatling that we've been seeing out of Dia could do very well because you have those grates you can walk around on. Nobody can get to you unless they walk over to you or have a weapon that can match your range. And from SetToDestroyX, we haven't really seen that too much. We've seen the Tri-Slosher come out. We've seen Kiver sticking with that insat pretty much the entire time, so I wouldn't be surprised if SetToDestroyX stays with that double ink armor comp. It's something that gives them that extra little advantage. They are able to take one more shot, and that shot could be a little tap from something like a splatter shot or a Tedetech, or it could be a direct, a full direct from a blaster. So the value of the ink armor really depends on when you use it and what sort of weapon you're facing when you're dueling with it.
Two great situations, two great motives. One, the team that wishes to stop the push. All their friends have been beaten. The other team is 5-0. Can they stop them right here? Or the other story, the underdogs, the team that just formed together, this power ball of just power, I mean, the spirit ball of power right now, as they plow through team after team after team, going into day number 2, going into game number 5, Manta Maria, Rainmaker. Let's see what people are rocking with their final comps, as we will see right here. To be fair, though, they will still go into losers. Don't forget, both these teams will continue on one way or another. Ooh, let's see if they can keep their winners run, though.
I'm ecstatic to get into this one. 1,700 viewers on Twitch and plenty more here at the G5 Coliseum here in Oakland. We're going in with a pretty similar comp to the last game. It will be the double armor comp coming out from SetToDestroyX in the form of one Inzap and one Tri-Slosher. Hexen going to be staying on that splat roller, and Dia's going to go down pretty early, but so will Power. Kazuki looking for the direct, but Hexen is going to make them pay for it. Has the splashdown at the ready now, and it looks like the Rainmaker could be popped pretty soon. Gatner is going to receive the benefit of the ink armor, though, so it might not be the time to push up just yet. They may make it expire first, but Penguin's going to be looking for some kills. They do at least get some map control here, and they're almost up to their ink armor. That's the beauty of the double comp.
They're paving a really great road.
Huge push, though.
Look at Power
all
go.
the way up to 34, 25. Wow, did he get that far?
It's not over, though. Only one person left alive, and that's it. This could be it right here.
The big dunk. What a game. Such a quick ending for that one, and SetToDestroyX as calm as ever, going to take Game 5 on Manta Maria, crushing all hopes of a reverse sweep for Saffron Rice and sending them into the losers bracket.
That being said, though, you got to give it up to everyone involved, whether it's on the winner side, the loser side. Every player put their heart into that game. It's another day for SetToDestroyX, but you look at the player cams right now, you can see they knew what's up. They knew the weight of that game. They knew what that meant for both teams and the audience and everyone. Give it up for everyone involved into this game, because this was an incredible set to behold here.
Again, we have not seen the end of Saffron Rice. They will be moving down into our losers bracket, but it is definitely possible that they could come all the way back up through it and be in our grand finals. But for now, a fantastic set ends with SetToDestroyX taking out Saffron Rice in a close 3-2. Takeaways from that set: patience,
Rainmaker.
Honestly, and Rainmaker.
Yeah, Rainmaker is a risky way to end things off, because here's the thing with Rainmaker. It could be over in 30 seconds.
Yes.
It could be over so fast.
And it was.
One strong wipe, one strong push right after another. That's it. That's it. It's hard to contest. See, what happened with Saffron Rice that entire set was they had the comeback potential. They had the ability to claim it back. Once they got their roots, they were able to take control again and really make some excellent pushes. But unfortunately, if you don't do that within the first 30 seconds of Rainmaker, it's just over. It's just over right there. And SetToDestroyX was able to use their experience to just really capitalize on that kind of a situation.
Both teams with a rough road ahead of them still. They have plenty of talented teams to take on. We have plenty more action for you guys today. I think it's possible we might be moving into losers round 1 coming up next. But either way, we will take